Now, did you live at Twin Gardens?
Yes.
Do you remember how long you lived at Twin Gardens?
Yes, from 1984 to 1988. 4 years.
What type of work would you do from October to April?
We had frozen foods that they packed inside. They were mostly vegetables that were shipped from other areas, and it was packed. But sometimes this job became scarce, so those of us that could go and file for unemployment, we were allowed to do that, so I was one of them. I did work for True Value Company one winter time, just for like a month or two before work started. But that was the only job that I had in town, working as an assembler. And then they put me in shipping because they knew I was bilingual and I knew computer skills, so they moved me.
What was it like living at Twin Gardens?
It was quiet. The families were all related to each other, because they stayed. Most of them from Laredo had family members there, sisters, brothers, cuñadas, etc. Felipe's family were all there, so everybody knew each other. There were just a couple of families that didn't belong to a family circle there, but very few. So there was a lot of parties. They would do pachangas every weekend, barbecues, carne asada. They would play baseball out in the field, or in the summers, one of the owners had like a lake that they could go and swim there and get together there. So Easter, for example, they would do that. And they would allow the employees to go do that as long as they stayed away from the residential premises.
Yeah, we're talking about living at Twin Gardens. And during the season, what was a typical day like? If there was such a thing.
Oh yeah, there was. Up by 4, so we can make I could make our lunches, and we had to be ready by 5, if not sooner, right by the bus that would pick us up and drive us to the field where we were going to be working at. And then we would get into the tractor that would pull us and we would plant. Unless they didn't have any plant for us to do, we would go and clean a field, but mostly everything consisted of us planting. Broccoli, cabbage, mostly. And the corn came later, but it was different. And that was the ending of the season where the corn would get packed, by us. So that was towards the end. But mostly in the beginning, it was mostly planting every day. Get up, go plant, come back home about 5, go get showered, fix dinner, get ready for bed, do it all over again. The only days we rested, Fridays we had half a day or Saturdays. No, actually it was Friday, because we ended up going to the bank and cashing our checks. So Saturday we worked, Sundays we were off, because that's when we did our laundry and grocery shopping, and we started all over again Monday. There were no holidays there at all.